Man, it just keeps getting worse. I hate making Canucks videos now because there's nothing good to talk about. This sucks. This is really, really bad. Halford and Bruff in the morning yesterday had Rick Dhaliwal on the show speaking out about the latest in Vancouver Canucks negotiations with Tom Willander, their top prospect from the 2023 NHL Entry Draft. We've been making a bunch of videos about Willander over the course of the season, from how good he was as a sophomore in the Boston University Terrier system, to the fact that he projects similarly as a Charlie McAvoy type, lanky, strong defensively, very capable offensively, a solid two-way guy. Tom Willander has a lot of potential, and he could be a bona fide number 3, number 4 defenseman on a Stanley Cup caliber team. The Vancouver Canucks having this kind of a guy in their system is a massive help, and if you get Willander onto your squad at some point in the next 12 months, it could make a guy like Tyler Myers expendable. It could open the door to a very cheap decor with Elias Pettersson, Mancini, and Willander. Add on to this Hughes, Hronek, and Marcus Petey, and you have a really decent to strong decor if you assume that D. Petey and Mancini would also grow and become better. But anyways, Tom Willander is unsigned by the Vancouver Canucks, and Rick Dhaliwal said yesterday on Halford and Bruff that it sounds like the Canucks and Willander are $200,000 apart. Schedule A bonuses be damned. We had spoken about the bonuses in the prior video. Okay, if Willander is top something on the team in plus minus, or in even strength ice time, or if he gets 40 points, or if he does this, or he does that, he makes the All-Star game, whatever. There are a bunch of bonuses that Willander might realistically not even get. I don't think he's going to win the Conn Smythe. I don't think he's going to be the All-Star MVP. I don't think he's going to do that at any point in his rookie season. But these bonuses, those are what seem to have been the holdup earlier on. Now Dhaliwal is saying that the dollar amount is what seems to be the difference here. Willander and his family, they want $200,000 more than the Vancouver Canucks are willing to give them. The family advisor Todd Diamond said earlier in the month that Tom Willander's intention was to go pro. They want to go see him make some money. They want him to sign. But Vancouver is just not giving a contract that Willander and his party feel comfortable signing. And it's over $200,000! Oh my gosh, boy! Look! $200,000, that's nothing! In the grand scheme of NHL contracts, $200,000 is chump change. Like, I get it. To me and you, $200,000, that's a lot of money. Like, it's not unrealistic to say that $200K, especially in USD, that's like 2, 3, 4 years worth of salary for a lot of folks. But for an NHL franchise, for Francesco Aquilini, $200,000 doesn't mean squat. Are you serious that this is the holdup here? The Canucks don't want to give the guy $200K? But we also heard that Rick Tocchet, apparently the holdup there is $400,000 or $500,000. Are you kidding me? The Vancouver Canucks are cheap lowballing their guys so much that they can't get contracts done with their top prospect from 2 years ago. How cheap do you have to be as a multi-billionaire who owns a sports team to not go out there and give one of your best, youngest prospects the $200,000 that he wants to get this negotiation done? Now, Cam Robinson said this, that I've been told in no uncertain terms that Willander's desire is to turn pro, rather than return to BU for a third season. But there's also an expectation of what he's worth compared to similar players drafted in similar spots. Okay, that's great. Speaking about Cam Robinson, the reason we are making this video is because Cam, earlier this morning, published a full-on interview with Tom Willander, caught in limbo as contract dispute with the Vancouver Canucks drags on. There are a whole bunch of really revealing quotes by Willander. He says he never asked the Canucks to burn the first year of his ELC or promise NHL playing time immediately. No, we didn't ask for anything like that, Willander said, speaking via phone Friday afternoon. And at the same time, Willander was honoring one of the Canucks' requests. It's why he didn't join the national team until recently, as contract negotiations dragged on with Vancouver. They asked us earlier in the season. The Canucks didn't want us to play there, Willander said. But then, as time moved on, it became viable, so we decided, okay, it could be fun to play games with really good players. The rift between Willander and Canucks is another exclamation point on a season filled with strife for Vancouver. Ah, boy, that's so amazing. I love seeing my favorite hockey team go out there and not be able to sign contracts with their top prospects because of $200,000. Ay. Cam Robinson does go out there and describe everything in a pretty nice paragraph over here. This season, too often, the Canucks were the main character, and not in a good way. A contentious dressing room and struggling stars dominated much of the focus. Now, a lame duck coach humming and hawing over an extension, while the captain has a spotlight on him amid fears of a wandering eye for familiar fun in Newark, thanks to comments, almost unprompted, from the president of hockey operations. And now we are hearing that the rift between Tom Willander and the Canucks is actually here. And all the comments from Willander are pretty good. Like, he talks about how he's trying to be objective, it's not bothering him, he likes Vancouver, he likes the guys that are around the development team, as well as the guys on the team, and in Abbotsford, the draft picks that I met, he likes all those guys. And then for the World Championships, he says he's hoping to make the final roster, he wants to take things short steps at a time. The article at the end goes out there and says that the season is still going for me now with Team Sweden. I haven't really sat down and thought about Vancouver too much. And what if Vancouver called today with a sufficient offer? Would he hop on a plane to Abbotsford and join their AHL playoff run, which may or may not end tonight in the first round series? I haven't even thought about it hypothetically because it's not close to being a done deal, Willander said. For Willander, the big thing is he's willing to divulge is his simple mindset, an approach on the next steps right now, not necessarily the ones in September or October. I don't think too far ahead when it comes to this stuff because it really doesn't do me any good. I'm focused on whatever tomorrow brings. And that is an amazing interview. That's great. Tom Willander going out there and pretty much saying that he has been reasonable in these contract negotiations, not demanding any significant ice time, not demanding whatever, burning a year in his ELC. He's okay to go to Abbotsford, bruh. Guess what? You sign him to a contract, you're not even getting that big of a penalty. If this guy does make the gosh darn Vancouver Canucks, you could trade away Tyler Myers, you could let Derek Forbort leave, you could do whatever to free up even more money. $200,000 is the holdup here. And you wonder why Canucks fans are pissed off that all the season ticket prices are going up loads and loads of dollars. How many season ticket holders are there for the Vancouver Canucks? Take that number, multiply it by the huge increase, and then add all the other extra charges and prices and the cost of everything going up in Rogers Arena. $200,000, bruh? Are you serious? Sell the gosh darn team, Aquilini. This narrative has been so prevalent the past few days. Like, some of y'all may say, oh, Lego, you're so bold for making this video, oh, calling out the owner. It's not even just me, bruh. Go on to Twitter, go on to Reddit, go on anywhere, and talk about this gosh darn team and the way they're not spending the money to keep guys around. Like, you're so willing to spend oodles of millions and millions of dollars. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, come on down, baby. Erica Branson, come on down, baby. Louis Eriksson, come on down, baby. But it's a top prospect. He's in his early 20s. He can be an immediate impact force right now. And he's not even demanding anything crazy. He wants $200,000. Give him that gosh darn money. Are you kidding me? Management, bruh. Management and ownership. Like, I don't think Patrick Allvin and Jim Rutherford themselves are the ones that are too stingy over $200K for a top prospect. I mean, Allvin's a Swedish dude. Willander's a Swedish guy. I would assume there's some cordial undertones to the way Allvin is approaching this situation. But to hear that the Canucks are not signing this guy over $200K? Like, what, is Francesco Aquilini broke or something? Give the guy $200K. It's $200K, bruh. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this contract dispute between Tom Willander and the Vancouver Canucks. I'm gonna comfortably say it's not gonna happen at this point, and the Canucks are priming to trade Willander for something else because they need a center and they want to win now. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. How do you feel about all this? I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.